Well, hello everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Today is September the 15th, and is this a huge day for the crypto world? Maybe one of the biggest for the future years, because today is the day that the merge of Ethereum happened. Ethereum, just after many years of work, transfers from proof of work to proof of stake mechanism. This is a huge day because this is the second biggest crypto market cap right after Bitcoin. It is almost $500 billion market cap that has just shifted from one system to another. It has had so many impact on the market, on the prices, and obviously will not try to analyze this coin, Ethereum, but we will look at a coin that might be interesting, which is RVN coin today. RVN coin is a proof of work coin, which might or might not, I don't know, I don't read the future, take the place of Ethereum in the miners' heart and become maybe one of the most mined cryptocurrencies, replacing Ethereum. I don't know. Future will tell us if this is the case. Anyway, we will look today at it and deep dive in it. So, as usual, thank you so much for being here. What you're about to see and hear is not considered as any kind of financial advice. I am here to share with you guys my journey in the crypto markets and the technical analysis. If you are watching me on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing and hitting the like button if you like what you see, and do not hesitate to comment if you'd like me to review with you guys a specific coin. Alright, let's start with the hourly chart. As usual, you guys know how this is going. So what we can see here is that on the hourly chart we have a very interesting pattern with huge uptrend, and then we slowly go down, and it appears that it goes usually like that. Now, are we seeing any kind of pattern? Maybe we can find one here, because somehow we are setting up, take this one here, higher lows, at least on this time frame. I'm not taking care of this one, right? And here we also are setting up higher highs, okay, here. So we have some diverging channel that is forming, which when it breaks should lead to at least a very clear direction for the market, for the price action. As of right now, it's not clear enough. Now, if we zoom on the last candles on this hourly chart, is there anything interesting? I don't think so. This is not the kind of pattern that I can recognize easily. If this tail was below it, that would have been a huge sign for me of trend reversal and a bearish reversal, but this is not the case. We have this spinning doji, right, which does not indicate that much, at least to my understanding. Now the thing is that if in a few minutes this candle closes at its top, could be interesting, could mean that we could see some upward action. So far I'm gonna go for light bullish, because we are seeing some interesting things in our patterns. Now, taking care of the EMEAs. Alright, so we formed a golden cross here because the 50 exponential moving average crossed the 200 exponential moving average from below, and this was early September, so September the 4th, 10 days ago. And if you guys paid attention to it, you would have caught a very nice uptrend starting, because right there we were here at 3 cents 3104, and now we are sitting at more than 100% higher than this, and we topped even higher, so you could have made a little bit of money on it. Therefore, we won't be able to use the 200 exponential moving average as a key level, a key thing here. What we can see is here in the last hours that the 50 exponential moving average did work as a support for those bounce. Now it didn't resist here, but we apparently are trying to test it. So worst case scenario, at least to me, we will move in between those two levels before breaking one of them, which would then trigger either a death cross if we go below the 200 exponential moving average, or keep on the golden cross if we move up. So this is pretty neutral right now. It's not clear enough, so I'm just going to put neutral here. Now let's see with the Bollinger Bands what they are telling us. Right, so that's interesting. In the last few hours, this is something that's pretty clear. We hit the bottom and then we rebounded. Now we are just in between the two. Hard to say where we're going to go from here. If we were at the bottom of them, I would have said, okay, we're going up. If we were at the median level, I would have said, okay, well, we might go down. Now it's pretty flat, as you guys can see in the last 3 hours. Hard to say which direction we're going to go. So neutral again. Now the relative strength index here, which is sitting at 40 in the neutral zone. We have had some tops here, interesting. Okay, we see that right now the RSI is has built some strength here, right, from the lows here, but the price didn't move that much. So here with the small upward movement and the kind of big RSI movement that we are seeing here, my take on this would be that with the same price level we might be able, or at least not that a bigger price level, we might get into some kind of overbought zone, and then we might see some downward action. So I'm going to put neutral with light bearish. Now the MACD indicator here. So what are we seeing? MACD is in negative territory. That's one thing. We had this trend reversal here that did work out pretty well, because right there we were at 7 cents, and now we are sitting at 6 cents and 6.3 cents. All right, so that's a 10% drawdown from here. That's interesting. We are in negative territory indeed. Now the two lines, the signal and the MACD line, are pretty much parallel. They are not getting more far away as we might see here. At least this is what I interpret here. Maybe I'm wrong. So the trend might continue, and that would be a downward trend that should continue, right? So I'm gonna put light bearish for this one. And let's see what TradingView thinks. Let's just refresh. TradingView is sitting at, let me just refresh the page to be sure. So this is daily, not yet. The hourly, it's neutral. Okay, so that reassures me, because we add a lot of neutral here. So I'm not the only one. Now on the 4-hour chart, let's see. are the forward charts telling us a different story? Let's remove the Bollinger Bands and let's watch the candles. Okay, so yes, we are seeing a slightly different story. We have this trend line here, which was moving upward right there. All right, so, and this is something I'm gonna try, something that I've seen a lot on some Twitter accounts, but I'm not sure I can handle it properly, so please be cool. I'm not sure it's gonna be right. So we had this almost perfect ascending channel here, right, in which we were, and we broke below, and interestingly, what we can see is that this candle played with this trend line here, and the current candle is also playing with this level here. So what was once a support might now be a resistance from which we are being rejected. So for me, that could mean that this is pretty much bearish and not a sign of positive movement. So let me remove this. This is the first thing we can see. Now, are we seeing any pattern, specific pattern? If we close here in red, but with a higher price, that could be the hanging man, so some downward action, so something very bearish, and that would confirm this candle here that did not correct the previous candle. That means we don't have enough buying power to we have more sell power than a buying power. So maybe we might be in some kind of buy the rumor right here. Okay, the merge is coming. Raven coin seems like a good alternative to Ethereum. To here, okay, the merge is here, it's going on, and a Raven coin is not definitely the right alternative. That might be something like that. So I'm gonna go for light bearish. Now let's pull out the exponential moving averages. Good thing we are still in a golden cross, so that's a very good sign. We have not played yet with the 50 exponential moving average. We are pretty much far away with it, so that's a good thing. How far are we from it? Like this. Okay. Although we are getting closer, so that's gonna be neutral for me. Why? Because we are in this golden cross here, and this is positive because it might tell us that this is some positive movement going on. We can see that this line here is not going either flat or down, so no death cross incoming, but we see that slowly we are getting closer to the moving average, and therefore we might test it back. So I'm gonna go for neutral because this is really in between. I'm gonna put golden cross, but getting closer to 50 EV. Now the Bollinger Bands. Here they are. Okay, so interesting. We had 4 candles in a row that were above the Bollinger Bands. That is a lot, at least to me. We tested the median, topped here the bands, and now retesting the median. We are exactly in the between of nowhere again. So I don't know if we close somewhere close to the median, might try to use this as a support, or if we close way below, that might mean we are going to reach and test the lower band. I don't know. In recent history, as you can see, the median did work pretty well as a support for upward action, but we are in a situation we have not seen recently, playing with this. So maybe this might be something like this one, right? So this one was a green candle, so that's a good thing, but we were playing with the median and closed above it. Now we are playing with the median, but we might close below it. I'm gonna go for light bearish. I don't know why, I just get the feeling that this is just a confirmation that the median did not resist and we are going to test the lower band. Now the RSI here, so RSI is 44, neutral zone again. As we have seen, we are sitting here lower highs, okay, and lower lows. So the RSI is telling us, okay, we are going down, and at some point we will get here where this could be a good buy zone. So light bearish again for this one. Obviously, as usual, you guys know me, I'm gonna put neutral because we are technically neutral, but light bearish. Now the MACD indicator here, where are you? Here, sorry. Alright, the MACD. So MACD is playing with our nerves, right? With so much line crossing, it's not easy to read. As we can see, the last days were not did not have any clear movements, but we are at almost all-time highs. Oh no, sorry, just took some time for the chart to load. No, not at all. That was the all-time high. Where was this? August last year. Okay, now we are below it. Okay, sorry. So technically speaking, the MACD crossed the signal line from the top, so that could be bearish. Histogram is bearish, but we're in positive territory. Alright, I'm gonna go for light bearish for this one. Now, trading view, what do you think? Trading view is neutral. Let's refresh. No, this is the daily. We want the 4 hours. Neutral, okay. Trading view is neutral. And as usual, let's finish with the daily chart. Here. Daily. And just hide the Bollinger Band. Wow, that was a lot of green and red big candles. As we can see, this is a 30%, wow, amplitude for the day. This is huge, 10%, 17%, and as of today we're still around 10% of amplitude. There is a, if you are a swing trader and you could have called all of these, I guess you would have made a fortune with those information. Nonetheless, the important thing I guess I can see here is that all the green candles have kind of the same look the same, right? Because we have a big body and this tail which is going up. That means we do have some buy pressure here, so it's a good thing. Other positive thing is that the red candles, the red days, could not erase all the gains of the previous days. So again, we are going higher. That's a good thing. On the other end, the momentum seems to be slowing down because the candles are getting weaker and weaker. This is a 50% movement up, 30%, and a 15%. So we went from 53 to 31 to 17. So it's kind of divided by 2 each and every time. Will this be enough for the next one? I don't know. Although we are still setting up higher lows, so that's a good sign here, as you guys can see. So depending on the close here, could still work as this huge uptrend, although huge uptrends are not usually very much sustainable, but that's a good thing. We are setting up higher highs here, again, a good sign of positive momentum. So light bullish for this one for me. I'm just going to put it but at the end of a huge movement. Now the yenes. So good. All right, so as most of the market, we have this death cross. This one was pretty early because it is December 2021. Okay, usually we built it a little bit later in the year, but right now we are getting closer to a golden cross, which happened already here. Honestly, in January, I would have really thought we would have been on a good trend. Now we might see one upcoming, so that's a good thing. We are pretty far away from it, so that's going to be a light bullish for me. Now the Bollinger Band. So I guess Bollinger Band are going to be crazy because of this movement. It's a lot of volatility, yes, and this is hardly sustainable. Once again, let's look at past, but we've done it already before, and apparently we can do it for weeks. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is interesting because we can see here that we had some kind of the same momentum that we're having here, right? So strong upward movement that is slowly slowing down, all right, and then boom, the reversal. Now, are we at the top of it? I don't know. Are we seeing some kind of slowing down? Yes. Does it mean we're gonna have some kind of reversal? It could. So I'm gonna go for light bearish for this one because we're clearly at the top and we might go down here. But let's keep in mind that the upward movement can keep going for maybe the next days before we have this strong reversal. Right, now RSI is here, so interesting. RSI did top here for those two candles when we had this 50% plus movement, right? And it's going down, although the price just keeps on going up. That means, at least to me, that we are consolidating at this level, all right? So if at some point the price can stay at least stable around the current level, but relative strength index keeps on going down in the next days, that means, okay, now we have a new support, we have a new price that the market believes is the good price for RVN coin. That is interesting. Although since we are going down, my take on this is that it is a light bearish. I'm going to put neutral because we're in neutral zone. 62 is neutral zone, but light bearish because we might see some downward action, just to make sure we find the right price as support for the coin. Now the MACD before trading view, and that will already be it for today. So MACD in big positive territory. We had this positive line crossing here, but the two lines, the signal line and the MACD line are are not close, right? The difference was pretty small here, and it's getting bigger here. Usually this happens right before the line cross and we have a trend reversal. So even though we're in positive territory, might be confirming some downward action. As we can see here, we were in positive territory, right? The line crossed and we had all those red candles, boom, 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 that happened. So I'm gonna put light bearish for this one. And let's check out TradingView. TradingView is light bullish on the other end. All right. Very well. And here we are for today, guys. Thank you so much for being here again. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you tomorrow for another analysis. Take care and stay safe. Bye.